Hey, it's the Quik Mart Hour, and Keith ain't here, and Kevin is.
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Kevin, what you doing, buddy?
Oh, I just come to hang out with you, apparently.
We'll fill in everybody on why we're here, what we're doing, and a little bit about Quik Mart while I make sure the buttons are
all right. And we're here with Quik Mart Hour, and it is brought to you by, you ain't gonna believe it, it's Quik Mart. And
really?
I know, it's amazing. And me and Jeff
I was just in there this morning.
Was you really?
Yes.
I was just there last night, getting gas.
Well, I was there yesterday sometime, too.
Visit there quite a bit.
Yes.
And use my points to get money off on my gas and everything. So.
Yeah, always at least 10 cents.
At least.
It seems like, anyway, yeah.
If you're, what do they call the platinum? Platinum, you get at least 10 cents.
Yeah, I must be a platinum.
Yeah. And I think you have to shop so much.
But it's not hard.
No.
I mean, I don't do anything extra. It's my regular travels. And do that. They're great folks at Quik Mart stores too.
Yeah, they are. And the great thing about the points, it goes with the not necessarily Quik Mart, but Shell stations.
Yeah.
And we went to the mountains last week, and we used our points over there while we was over there, and got money off from gas while we was in Smoky Mountains. So,
oh, that's right. Yeah. The Shell stations, it works everywhere.
It works everywhere. It's
Isn't
great.
that cool? Mm-hmm. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Well, I think Keith is traveling.
Yeah, he's going to a nudist convention somewhere.
A what?
Nudist convention. You know how he likes to run around naked all the time, and he went to this convention.
He's going to love that.
Of course he will. I don't know what they're trying to sell you at a nudist convention. You can't need a whole lot, can you? I mean, like maybe bug repellent or something.
Some bug spray.
Flip flops, I guess.
Some flip flops.
No, he had a business trip, and he's gone, and so he couldn't be here today.
Yes, indeed. I bet I don't know what we're going to do today.
I don't have a clue.
By the way,
because you told me yesterday you was going to come up with something.
Well, I got a few things. I said I was going to come up with something.
Yeah, you said you had.
Well, you should have knew better than that.
I should have.
You should have known better than that.
But we do have a card to give away, so he did leave us a $25 gift card.
Yeah, and we'll get the qualifiers after a while.
We'll do that here in a little bit, so we will be doing that also.
Yeah, we'll get it. Not yet. Just wait on us. Wait on us.
No, don't fade out on us.
Yeah, don't fade out on us yet.
And I'm sure Huntley will be here before long. So.
John Huntley will come in, and we'll mess with him.
Yeah, we'll do something.
What about the weigh-in?
The weigh-in.
Are we gonna do the weigh-in today? I guess we should.
Well, y'all did it last week, didn't you?
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, and of course I was on vacation.
Oh, that's right. Were you gone last week?
Yeah.
I didn't even miss you.
And that makes me feel real good. Man, I wasn't even missed. I can't believe it. But I weighed a while ago.
You did.
I was at 252. I'm at 248 now.
248. Hey, you did good.
I did. To have ate like I did. But I'm gonna tell you, we went to Dollywood, and I walked I think 20 miles.
Oh yeah.
Man. And about halfway through the day, I was like, Jeff had a good idea with that little extra car.
You doggone right. Listen,
man.
Even if you don't need it, it's a good idea.
It's a very good idea.
I'm telling you.
Because it never fails you. You want to do something else, it's across the other side of the park.
It's plumb on the other side of the park. And shoot far, I got me a buggy.
I don't blame you. That's probably the only thing that saved me from, because we ate of course everything's pancakes over here for breakfast, so we ate pancakes. We did the Hatfield McCoys. We ate like,
oh yeah,
man, it was great.
Did you go? What shows did you go to? Just Hatfields? Or?
Just the Hatfields. We went to Dollywood. Went to the Sky Bridge.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we rode the chairlift up to the Sky Bridge. We done that.
Did you walk across the Sky Bridge?
Yeah.
It didn't scare you none?
No, not at all. Just don't ask my wife or daughter about it. But I look straight ahead. I don't. They got the glass panel in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't look down. I keep on walking.
Keep on walking. Yep. You know where that sky lift is there in Gatlinburg? Mm-hmm. Where it comes right down, there's a little hotel right there.
Yeah.
The Gatlinburg Inn.
It is.
We stayed there once.
Ooh, did you?
Yes.
Did you stay in the room?
It was. Oh yeah.
The one where they wrote Rocky Top in?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Well, no, I don't think we stayed in that room or not. But they wrote Rocky Top there. The guy that, and you know what's funny is I made our reservations when we went to that trip, and my family raked me over the coals because it wasn't. It's just it's not new. That hotel has been there forever. But that's the reason I wanted to stay there.
Yeah.
It's so nostalgic. And I've always, every time we've ever been, I thought I'd really love to stay in that one time.
So that's what I see.
So when they let me make the reservations, that's where I made them. And
Awesome.
and so the whole family went there. And of course, they were scared to death. They thought it was haunted.
Ooh, it probably is.
And they said there was. They said it's supposed to be. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Anyway, I thought it was fantastic. I love the location.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
right there in the middle.
It's
of
right in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
You step out and go. But I'll tell you what was really funny is when we got there, we were all piled in one vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa's GMC Yukon, and we were all piled in that thing. The whole family, and all of our stuff. And we finally arrived there, and when we got there, there were people sitting on the front porch of that hotel. You know, it's got a big old front porch with rocking chairs. Well, they were all full of folks. And we pull right up to the front door so we can unload our stuff. And we start falling out of that, and stuff starts falling out. And the kids, and Teresa actually did fall inside the vehicle and was kind of standing on her head in there hollering for help. And so we were all getting tickled and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Kids were running everywhere, and then we had 2 carts, you know, those rolling carts?
Oh, yeah.
We had 2 cart loads of stuff, plus us. And all the people on the porch are watching this thing. And so they all file in. I'm the last one to go in the door. And I look around at all those people watching us smiling, and I looked at them and I said, the Clampetts have arrived.
The Clampetts have arrived.
The Clampetts have arrived. Anyway, we had a good time.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, but no, I would like. I've seen the Tennessee Crossroads did a thing on the gallery,
yeah.
and it looked neat on the inside. I thought it'd be cool to be there.
I think it's a great place.
It ain't got no indoor water park or nothing like it, so I can see why the kids probably didn't enjoy it that much. But
No, I mean it's not new and modern.
right, yeah.
It's not new and modern, but if you want to be right in the middle of everything, it's a great place. It still has, you know, it's still decorated just like it was.
Yeah.
It's got the little platform on the walls where the phone's set. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it's like the old stuff.
Awesome.
Anyway,
awesome.
pretty good stuff. So y'all had a good time.
Yeah. We had a great time. It was.
How long were you there?
We were just there from Thursday to Sunday, so.
Okay.
But that's enough time to spend a lot of money. So.
Yes, indeed it is.
In a heartbeat, boy. Woo.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad you're back. It is 8:14. It's the Quik Mart hour here today, and of course we're missing Keith.
Yeah.
But
he laid out on
but
us. You know
but we'll do all the stuff anyway.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
we'll
come
take
up
some
with something.
qualifiers here in a bit. John will be in here. Did you come up with anything at all, or are you still really dependent on me?
I'm kind of depending on you. I mean, I got piles of papers with facts, and I got some trivia questions. You want to do trivia?
Well, I've been
I got
playing.
dad jokes, you know, all kinds of
Okay, well, I've been playing with stuff, things that we say, and the words are different than what we actually mean. An idiom, they're called idioms.
Oh, idioms.
Idioms, you know, like raining cats and dogs.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I've been playing with that throughout the morning, and I've had different ones. I found some others. If I said a man of means.
A man of.
If I said he's a man of means. If I said Keith Durham, he's a man of means.
Well, yes, he is. That's a man with money.
He's a rich man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
See,
right.
you're right about that, man.
Yeah.
Keith, you know he's got money.
Yeah. What about a man of his word?
He is. You can trust him. He speaks the truth.
Yeah. And then there's a man of few words.
Can't talk.
Yeah. He's a man of few words. He wouldn't be very good on the radio.
No, he wouldn't. And I've had some people like that on the radio before.
Yep. Yep. And we use, and this is not necessary, this is different stuff here, but what if I said it's just black and white?
Simply put or whatever.
Simple and plain and straight, right?
Yeah.
It's just black and white.
Just black and white.
What if I raise the white flag?
You give up.
I'm
Give
done.
up. Throw in the towel.
We'll throw it in the towel.
Yeah.
But it also can mean truce, you know.
Well, yeah.
And you know, you come out waving the white flag so you don't get shot and go negotiate.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Go negotiate a little bit, something like that. Nah, he's just rank and file.
I don't know that one.
He's just rank and file.
He just falls in with everybody else.
Yeah, he's just a common man.
Okay.
That's me. Just
Drives
rank,
a common man.
I'm just rank and file. That's right.
Got a common dog.
Ooh, what if I said he's white-livered?
White-livered.
I've never heard this. White-livered.
I've never heard.
I've heard of lily-livered.
Lily-livered, yellow-livered.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's the same thing. White-livered is white-livered means he's cowardly.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
I've never heard that one.
I hadn't either.
White-livered. Cool.
If I said he did a yeoman's service,
Now, you got me on that one. I've never
that means
heard
he did excellent work.
So what is yeoman?
A yeoman. Just a laborer, I guess, a workman, somebody that does good work. A yeoman, he's a yeoman's service.
Must be
I don't
somebody
know.
who's known to do good service.
I guess. Some of these you would know just right off, but let's see what. Well, we know this one. A white lie.
A little white lie.
A little white lie. Anyway, I find stuff like that kind of fascinating. And I don't know. I've got some other stuff in here somewhere. That's not it. That's not it. I read something interesting the other day about. Did you ever play chess?
I have played it as a child, but I have not played it in a long time.
As a child?
Yeah. I had an uncle who was big into chess, and he taught us how to play, so he'd have somebody to play with. He didn't ever win, but
Yeah.
but I can't. I don't remember, because certain pieces only can move certain ways and only so many times and all that stuff. And how those guys, you've watched the movies where they do the stopwatch and they slap them.
Oh yeah.
They're like 6 moves ahead of you. And
Yeah.
I never could do that now.
I used to play a lot.
Did you?
And even as a grown man, I played a lot. But you have to. I haven't played much in years, but I used to play. We even played. Do you believe this or not? I had he was my uncle, but we would actually get on the phone in the evenings and play. He'd have a board, I'd have a board.
Yeah.
And we could play just
you
on.
just keep up with your other opponents.
We could play on. We could play on the phone.
Yeah, bishop to F5 or whatever, or something like that.
And then later on, I played with a guy, and we played by email, a move a day.
Really?
Sure did.
Those games lasted a while.
They last a while. They last a while. Yep. And then, of
So
course,
did you ever win any like that?
oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Played quite a bit at one time. Now I never was like a champion. I mean, never went to a real tournament or anything like that. I just played with buddies. But I remember that's a great game. But the combinations and the amount of moves are endless.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it's just phenomenal.
And,
It's a great game.
and how some of them can, well, this is going to happen in 10 moves. And they'll,
Yeah,
they'll
and
know it.
I never was that good. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I guess you can plan
Yeah.
ahead, and you do, but nothing seemed to work out like you think it's going to, because you don't know what the other guy's going to do for sure.
Right.
Now, sometimes you can force a move.
Make them.
You can make a move a certain way.
something,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway.
See, that's what my dad was with Rook.
Oh,
He'd
man,
be
yeah,
sitting
some of
there,
these-
He'd be like, well,
some of these Rook
you might as
players-
well play that. You got it in your hand. Well, how you know I got me? You been seeing my hand? He said, no, I just know where the cards are, how everybody's playing. He can do that. I'm like,
Oh yeah. Oh, these champion Rook players are serious
yeah,
now.
man, it's like you take all the fun out of it.
My sweet wife, love her, God bless her. She can't play a game without cheating.
Really?
She does not. And I'll say this. She is not competitive. She doesn't understand competitiveness at all.
Okay.
She doesn't even pretend to try to compete on anything. To her, that's meaningless to compete. And so the games are not serious to her. I mean, there's no such thing as a real game. You're just playing it for fun.
it's for
So
fun,
it
okay.
doesn't matter to her about winning or losing. So she just ruins it by cheating.
Well, if it doesn't matter, what does she care if she wins then?
She don't.
Oh, she just
thinks
or
it's,
she just get ready
just-
for the game to be done or
yeah,
something.
evidently. Evidently.
So you catch her doing this a lot.
On
then.
board games or anything like that, or card games, you got to watch her like a hawk.
She's shifty, huh?
And if I want her to know I told this, I'll tell her myself.
Oh, I'm glad she ain't listening.
She's not.
Ain't like she could play it back on Facebook or anything either, huh?
No. We were talking earlier that you may know this, you may have talked about it on your show. By the way, people may not know that you have your own radio show in the morning.
Yes.
You tell them.
I'm every morning on the exit from 7:30 to 9.
Yeah, he's on
except for this morning. Then
7:30 to 9, except on Wednesdays.
And I'm 7:30.
And he's on the X, our other sister station.
The rock and roll station.
The rock and roll station, and they all rock and roll all the time.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, he's in there in the mornings before he comes in here on Wednesday morning. It is 8:22. Of course, you're listening to the Quik Mart Hour.
Yes.
Keith and Kevin are normally here in Stimpy, but just Stimpy today.
Oh, so I have to, because I have people ask me that.
I don't know.
Which one are you? I said, I have no idea. I answer to either one.
You got to be Stimpy. And by the way, we will give away a $25 gift card to Quik Mart convenience stores. I happen to have it. He left it here for us. And why don't we go ahead and take our qualifiers?
All right.
Because when John gets here, we may play a game or something. So we're going to take. You going to write these down?
I'll write them down.
You write them down as they come in.
And we're doing 12, right?
And we'll do 12. We got to get 12 qualifiers here this morning. Let's do that right quick and see who we got here. Hey, good morning. Who we got here?
Good morning. It's Gloria Keener.
Gloria Keener.
Keener. All right, we got Gloria Keener. All right, thank you. And let's get another one this morning. Hey, good morning. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. What name you want to put down?
Jean Smith.
Jean? Jean Smith. All right, thank you.
All right.
All right, let's get another one. And good morning. Who we got here?
Michael Garvin.
Michael Garvin.
Uh-huh.
All right, you got it?
Got it.
All right, very, very good. And the lines are open, 766-9393. We're taking 12 qualifiers.
We have 3 so far.
We have 3 so far. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All right, let's get another one. And good morning. Who we want to put down here?
Got John Griffin.
John Griffin. All right, John. Thank you, buddy. All right. And let's get another one. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Who do you want to put down?
Pam Smith.
Pam?
Uh-huh.
Pam Smith.
All right.
Yeah,
Smith's in
I
there.
can spell that. And good morning. How are you? Whoops.
They said, boom.
Let's try this again. And good morning. Who do you want to put down?
Diane Taylor.
Diane Taylor. All right. Thank you, Diane. And let's get another one in here this morning. And good morning. Who do you want to put down here?
Vicki Garner.
Vicki Garner. All right. Thank you, Vicki.
Thanks.
All right. And the lines are open. We still... we need 8 through 12.
Yep.
So we need a few more qualifiers, and they'll
more.
come in. 766-9393 if you don't know. 766-9393 is the number. And good morning. Who would you like to put down?
Willard Chapman.
Willard
All right, Willard.
Chapman. All right. Thank you now.
Thank you.
And let's get another one here this morning. And good morning. How are you?
Butch Brawley.
Butch. Thank you, Butch.
Thank you much.
Butch Brawley. And you got Butch down.
Got Butch down.
And good morning. How are you?
Hello.
And who do you want to put down?
Deborah Green.
Deborah.
Deborah Green.
Deborah Green is qualified, and we need, looks like two more.
Yeah.
Let's
Two
get
more.
two
Deborah's
more
number 10.
qualifiers. Hey, who we want to put down, Big D?
Dennis Tipper.
Dennis Tipper.
Route 4, Liberty, Mississippi.
Rep for Liberty, Mississippi.
He don't give his address out.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
One more, our final qualifier right here. You are our last one, and who do you want to put down? Yes, you're our last one. Who do you want to put down?
Wanda Chapman.
All right, Wanda. Got in at the last minute. Thank you, Wanda. All right, very good. We got our 12. We have our 12
We got 12
qualifiers.
of them.
We have our 12 qualifiers, and after a while, before we leave the air, we're going to give away this $25 gift card to Quik Mart convenience stores. That's
Spins
right.
like cash.
Spins like cash. You can buy anything, and of course, Keith always recommends you fill up with some of that premium fuel. And that's okay. You can sure do that. But a Little Debbie's will work too.
You know that's right. And biscuits and oh man, our chickens. Hey, I'm a big fan of their chicken strips. They got great chicken strips.
Did we do the weigh-in?
I weighed in. You never did tell me your weigh-in.
Oh, let me look, because I weighed in this morning, and I'm actually down. I forgot what I did. Let's see what I did. I'm 311.9.
311. All right. I didn't have last week's, but you was 314 the last time I was here. So you're coming on down.
I'm coming down. 311.9. It's all right.
Sweet.
I forgot to tell you.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. We'll get old Huntley in here. Was he down last week?
He was down last week, but I don't remember how much.
All right.
I don't remember.
What about Keith? You know, I heard him say something about his shoes was lighter or something. So he must have went down a pound.
I forgot. I don't know. I was probably busy doing something else with
Was
it.
you? Surely not.
There's, over here pushing buttons. I figured out something though that I don't understand, but it is this technical stuff. When I play something on this computer over here, while I've got all this stuff on Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff, it's much, much louder when I look at it online than it is when it's here on my microphone. So I tried to go back and look at yesterday's show, and I was playing a little background music while I was talking.
Well, I noticed that, so that's what that was.
Yeah, I couldn't tell that while I was doing it.
Huh.
It didn't sound like that at all. So I'm like, why is that? I had it turned down in here, I thought, but it was real loud on the Facebook feed. So anyway,
that's weird because the feed for the phone comes through the board, but when you're listening to it, it don't come through.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know why it's doing that, but it really threw me off because I went back to watch it.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, anyway. So there's that.
There's that kind of. Well, I'm sure everybody wanted to hear that.
That's that. I got to get that. That's another thing. I got to get fixed. Hey, by the way, I guess we could go ahead and. I had something pulled up. Where'd it go? There it is. I'm still playing with these little sayings and things. Born and bred.
Born and bred.
We use that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
corn-fed and inbred.
Born and bred is used for saying where one was born or grew up. Jane was born and bred in Seattle. There's an example.
Well, yeah.
Was born and bred in Tennessee.
Or I was born and bred a Tennessee volunteer. I've heard it say like that.
Oh yeah, born and bred. Or my, we've all that. Now I haven't used this. I've heard it used, but I haven't used in dribs and drabs.
I don't know that I've heard that.
In dribs and drabs. Yeah. In small amounts. A few at a time.
My money comes in dribs and drabs.
Yeah, well, like.
It goes out in buckets.
It happens in politics. They give out information in dribs and drabs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just
enough. You don't even know everything.
So. What do we say if we said hard and fast?
Fast and loud.
Hard and fast, especially after a negative, it can mean that cannot be changed. There are no hard and fast rules. If there are hard and fast rules, it can't be changed.
Okay.
But if there's, like in here, there's no hard and fast rules.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, in here, there's no hard and fast rules. Seems to be no rules at all. So.
Well,
And what another one, like make or break.
Mm-hmm.
We use that.
Yeah, make or break. You're going to make it or break it.
You're going to make or break.
Go for broke.
Yeah. Mix and match.
Mix and yes.
You've heard that used.
Yeah, mix and match.
Mix and match. You can mix and match your Barbie doll clothes.
I guess I could.
You can mix and match your Barbie doll clothes.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Mix and match your shirts.
Now everybody likes this. Every once in a while, it's nice to have a little peace and quiet. A little peace and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I've heard a saying about that.
And we could weigh. Well, this is the way we use it. We could weigh the pros and cons.
Yeah, oh yes.
We'll weigh the pros and cons.
Pros, cons. What's good and what's bad about something.
And nothing about this show is short and sweet.
It's all all long and sour here.
So, and one more. If you go all the way with us and endure the wear and tear
Yes.
wear and tear.
Of the complete hour.
There you go. So, all right, I'm about spent on my stuff.
You wasted all your stuff there?
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Well, I see you worked hard on that.
I did.
You've done a good job.
I did. Anyway, it is 8:31, and you know what? If you got some trivia questions, why don't we play and ask people to call in, and maybe
We can.
if they could, just for the fun of it.
But I seen this story yesterday. I laughed. I thought it was good, so I wanted to share it.
Okay, please do.
There's a guy driving around. He sees a sign in front of a house. It says "Talking Dog for Sale." So he rings the bell. The owner tells him the dog's in the backyard. And the guy goes into the backyard and sees a Labrador Retriever sitting there. And he looks at him and says, "You talk?" And the lab says, "Yep." He said, "So what's your story?" He said, "Well," the lab looks up and says, "Well, I discovered that I could talk when I was pretty young, and I wanted to help the government. So I told the CIA about my gift, and in no time at all, they had me jetting from country to country, sitting in rooms with spies and world leaders. Because no one figured a dog would be eavesdropping, I was one of their most valuable spies for 8 years running. But the jetting around got really tiring, and I knew I wasn't getting any younger, so I wanted to settle down. I signed up for a job at the airport to do some security or undercover security work, and mostly wandering near suspicious characters and listening in. I uncovered some incredible dealings and was awarded a batch of medals. I got married, had a mess of puppies, and now I'm just retired." The guy's amazed. He goes back in and asks the owner, "What do you want for the dog?" $10. The guy says, "This dog is amazing. Why on earth are you selling it so cheap?" "Because he's a liar. He didn't do any of that stuff."
That dog's a liar. He didn't do none of that stuff.
He didn't do none of that stuff. He's lying. But still, he is a talking dog. So.
Well, you know, in the hunting world, there's nothing that makes a hunter madder than a lying dog.
That's right.
You know.
Or the monkey. The
Yes.
coon hunting monkey.
Yeah, coon hunting monkey. He don't care for no lying dog.
Oh, he ain't nothing. He's worse than a coon. He's,
Did you ever coon hunt or anything like that?
I've never coon hunted. I've rabbit hunt, deer hunt, and I've
Yeah.
done stuff like that.
I never did really either. I think I went on maybe one coon hunt, and at that particular time, for some reason the dog didn't want to get out of the box. The dogs didn't want to get out of the box, and it made the owner so mad. I was a visiting hunter. I didn't have dogs.
Yeah.
I just went with some that did, and he was so mad that his dogs. I don't know if there was some kind of varmint in the woods they didn't like, or what, but they would not get out of the dog box in the back of the truck. He poured them out on the ground and beat them into the woods, and then they come back, and jumped in the truck quick as they could.
They was truck hunting dogs.
I was like, this coon hunting's not so good.
Yeah, that is. I've never heard of a dog doing that before.
Evidently, they were scared of something, and we might not have should have been where we were. I don't know.
What? Maybe they knew
We
it.
could have been on posted land, and they knew it.
That's when they got quiet when they was running through there.
Yeah, I guess.
That dog's so smart. When he gets on posted land, he quits barking.
That's right. Oh my gosh, I can tell you, like me, have listened to Jerry Clower more than once.
Yes. Now, when I was a teenager, we me and my cousin Terry, another cousin who took us rabbit hunting.
Yeah.
And of course, being teenagers, and that was very exciting. The dogs barking, chasing the rabbit. We followed him. I chased them dogs. We ran up there, and I got to noticing finally, eventually, that the older men, they like stand in one spot. And of course, the dogs, we didn't realize it. The dogs are trained to bring the rabbit back to you.
Y'all were running behind
And we
the
was
dogs?
running behind him, trying to, there they are. Of course, it wore us out. And it was like, finally figured out, hey, I'm just staying with these guys. But I did get a rabbit, so that worked, on that. So it was a blast.
That does. They've a good little rabbit dog. That rabbit will circle around and come back to kind of where he started. Well, that happened to me as a kid. I had a little. It wasn't mine, but the little beagle dog was running a rabbit. And I was enjoying it, watching him run that. And I just squatted down, and that rabbit almost ran over me. running from. I didn't even shoot it. I mean, I could have reached out and grabbed it.
Yep.
It would just almost run right over me. Anyway, but I enjoy hearing them.
That's probably the most. I mean, it's very adrenaline rushing. I mean, I liked it.
I had some
I
folks.
haven't been in a long time.
Been several years ago. I had some folks. And I don't even remember who they were. I don't remember who they were, so I'm not going to mention them because I don't remember who they were. Asked me about hunting rabbits on my place behind my house, and I thought, man, that would be great. I'd love to I'll just sit and listen to them run, you know. So I said, yeah, that'd be great. I said, I'd love to hear rabbit dogs run anyway. So they did, but as soon as them dogs would jump a rabbit, they'd go boom. It was like there was no running much at all.
Oh.
A couple of barks and boom. And I'm like, I want to hear them run a while.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. They wiped out the rabbits. They wiped out the rabbits in a few minutes and we're gone.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure you'll probably have some more for
Oh
me.
yeah.
I come home last night, I had 2 in my yard. I'm like, I've never seen a rabbit in my yard, but I had 2, so that's probably going to be a bunch more around
You're
here.
gonna have. Did you like to eat rabbit?
I never tried. Well,
Really?
And ended up, I didn't eat the one I shot. We ended up, you know, I think cut his feet off for luck. Went very lucky for the rabbit.
A rabbit's foot.
Yeah,
I wonder how that got started.
I don't know.
Sure wasn't lucky for the rabbit.
No. But I've never tried rabbit.
I don't know. All
I've
right.
had goat.
I've had goat. I've had rabbit.
Oh, what is
And
rabbit?
I've
Tastes
had
like chicken.
squirrel.
I've had squirrel.
You know, I don't remember it tasting bad at all. What I
Right,
had was
yeah.
good. Fried rabbit's what I had, and squirrel. Now I haven't had. People used to talk about having squirrel dumplings. Never had that.
No.
And I've never had squirrel brains. But
Well,
there are people that do
say
that.
we had squirrel brains that night.
I had never had that. You had it?
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
You got to try it at least.
I don't think so.
Of course, I had mountain oysters, but I was tricked into that.
Yeah,
But my dad did that to me.
he did.
He said, "Here, try this, man. It's pretty good."
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm sitting there eating. I said, "What is that?" It's a mountain oyster. I said, "Well, I never would. If you told me what it was before you handed it to me, I never would have ate it." So.
I bet it was all right though.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
As far as I know, I've never had it.
Yeah,
Oh, but anyway,
tastes like
a
chicken.
lot of people love it. 8:38. Maybe the Quik Mart store should start carrying that.
Yeah, well, they got. We got gizzards and lizards. I mean,
They do have
livers. Not
chicken
livers.
liver.
Yeah, chicken liver.
chicken liver and
Gizzards and.
you know they have they do a tremendous breakfast. You know, at all the convenience stores,
Yeah.
Quik Mart stores, and of course they have lunch, and you can call in and order. If you get
on the app.
get on the app and do that, and now you can even have it delivered.
Yeah.
So how about that? They've got all kinds of things going on at the Quik Mart convenience stores, and of course they're sponsoring this hour. We need to mention the fact that they are.
Yeah.
And you are listening to the Quik Mart Hour here on WDXE. All right. Well, John, I don't know if John's going to make it in or not.
He must have got held up.
We're running late
Yeah.
with John, but let's. You got some trivia questions?
Yeah, I got some movie questions.
Well,
That's
766-9393 if you want to play with us, and or you know the answer, we'll give you credit somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know what the credit will be.
Me either. You say you got it right.
We'll put a star in your little column.
All right, here's my first question.
Okay.
All right, which famous line from Jaws was ad-libbed? And I have a choice of 4. I used to hate the water. You're going to need a bigger boat. All this machine does is swim and eat and make little sharks. You know a thing about a shark? He's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. So one of them 4, it was ad-libbed, and they kept, all 4 of these are in the movie.
I'm going to say it was you're going to need a bigger boat.
How do you know that?
I'm just guessing.
All right.
But I think it's probably one of the most famous lines in the movie.
Yeah, and it was ad-libbed.
And I'll tell you what else was funny about that movie. Do you remember, was it Richard Dreyfuss was in that movie? He was a little scientist guy.
Yeah.
And then you had the boat captain, and he was kind of the rough dude, you know, the rough and tumble, the strong guy. And he polishes off a beer.
Yeah.
He polishes this beer off, and then he's looking at Richard Dreyfuss and he crushes that beer can, you know, just crushes it up like that. Because he's making fun of Richard Dreyfuss anyway. And Richard Dreyfuss is over there with a styrofoam cup, and he crushes that styrofoam cup back at him. That's one of those things I remember, because I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, so I got one right.
You got one right so
All right.
far. You're in the lead.
I'm gonna be way ahead. I'm gonna be way ahead of John when he gets here.
Here's something. You remember the Wizard of Oz?
Oh yes,
You remember Toto
yes,
and the Munchkins?
yes.
All right. True or false? Toto was paid more than the Munchkins.
Well, since you asked that, I wouldn't have known that. But since you asked it like you did, I would say that's true.
It is true. Who would have thought a dog would have been paid more than a Munchkin?
I wouldn't have thought that, but since you asked it like that, I would say that's true.
So I kind of give it away.
Wow. Do you know how many times I've seen that movie?
Probably a lot. 'Cause
A
it comes
whole
on.
lot.
Certain times of the year, it seems like it comes on TV.
Well, not only when I was a kid, I remember it coming on at least once a year. It would come on, kind of like the Ten Commandments. You remember the Ten Commandments?
Yeah.
Would come on every year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somewhere along the year, the Wizard of Oz would come on. But when Missy was little, my oldest, when she was little, she loved that movie. And we bought it on, at that time, VHS tape. We got a VHS tape of it. And we had one of those little TVs that had the VHS player in the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? Are you listening to me, son?
Mm-hmm.
She watched that movie every day, several times a day. That movie played and played and played. She could tell you.
Like a loop.
Yeah, she watched it and loved that movie. It played at our house, I don't know, probably hundreds of times. And so I know a lot about that movie.
So, you know all about the ruby slippers and
A little bit.
just a little bit.
A little bit. I do.
You remember Apocalypse Now?
I remember. I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Oh, really?
I don't think I have.
So,
I know it was a movie, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
well, I bet you know the famous line in it. I love the smell of blank in the morning.
Oh, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
That movie, yeah.
Actually, I have seen that movie.
Yeah.
Come think of it.
See, because it's just a famous line.
It's a famous line.
So many movies have used it afterwards. So
You know who said that line in the movie? The actor.
I don't remember the actor's name.
Oh, he's famous. Robert Duvall.
I was thinking
Robert Duvall said that.
Mm-hmm.
That was him in that movie.
He was was it captain or something like that? Wasn't he?
Captain or
He's standing
sergeant
there,
or-
I can see him standing there, with that shirt on.
Had a cowboy hat
Yeah,
on.
cowboy hat on.
See, I thought I hadn't even seen it. So there you go.
You know all kinds of stuff about it.
I don't know.
Do you remember Private Ryan?
Maybe so far I'm 3 for 3.
Yeah, you're pretty good at this.
So far I'm 3 for 3.
Did you watch Private Ryan?
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who plays Private Ryan?
Well, Tom Hanks plays Private.
No.
No.
Your choices.
No, I was thinking the wrong movie. I was thinking of Forrest Gump. I really was. I was thinking of Forrest Gump. No, Private Ryan. That was. Gosh, I can see his face. He was in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Matt
Matt
Damon.
Matt Damon. I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, he's been in quite a few movies. He was in The Bourne Identity,
Yeah.
which is very good.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Those are good movies.
Good movie. Let's see. You know much about the Oscars?
Not really, but but I don't know much about anything.
Well, that's true. But you know a little bit about everything.
Don't
right?
know much about it. Anyway, what's that?
Excuse me. Youngest person to ever win an Oscar:
Ooh,
Jennifer Lawrence, Mickey Rooney, Haley Joel Osment, or Tatum O'Neal.
ooh. I want to say Mickey Rooney, but I'm going to say Tatum O'Neal.
You're absolutely right.
Tatum O'Neal did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about that?
Is that not the one where she was in the movie with her dad?
I think that's right. But they ended up not being at odds with each other. They didn't like each other for some reason.
Or for a while there. Anyway.
For a while, anyway. They estranged from each other as that happens. 8:46. I'm amazed at all these questions that I know.
You're so key thing here. You have no pressure on you.
I have no pressure, and besides that, you know how to ask good questions.
I ain't trying to make you figure out
Yeah.
the
Bless his heart, Keith asked questions and he didn't even know what he's reading. There he is, Big
Well,
Bad
look at
John.
there.
John, come over here.
Come over
this
here
time.
and get in front of the camera with us.
Oh, that's T-Spot.
Yeah, he ain't here.
I don't be disrespectful to
Yeah,
him.
he's not here. John is in the room. And how are you, John?
I'm good. I'm good. Running a little late this morning.
Yeah,
we
you
noticed
are.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we worried about you.
We was worried about you.
Yep, I slept late.
Did you?
Slept at 8:05.
Mm.
And I've got a shower.
Okay.
You still got a shower?
No, I've already had a shower.
Oh, okay, all right.
Did you shower on the way here?
Yeah, I had to wash what little hair I got left.
I understand. I told you, I said, well, listen, I'm way ahead of you. I'm like 4 for 4 or 5 for
man.
whatever.
Are these crazy? Are these crazy out of the world questions?
No, these ain't no Keith questions. These are just
He has good questions.
everyday movie questions. Well, you don't watch movies,
watch
though, so
movies.
it might as well be a
And
crazy.
I say that. Okay, I watched a movie every once in a while. So you never
What have
know.
you watched? Maybe I can find a question in there.
What?
What kind of movie have you watched that I can answer your question?
I'm not going to say that Carter, my 18-year-old, had me watching some movie the other day.
Oh, really? What was it?
Hangover. Have you ever watched The Hangover?
Yeah,
I
1,
don't
2, or 3.
I've watched all of them.
Have you?
I don't really want to promote that filth.
But you sat there and watched it.
Well, it was funny.
Oh, yeah, they're hilarious. Yeah, they're great. I don't know if I have any hangover questions. Let's see. You watch Shrek?
No. Why would I watch something like that?
Well, yeah, I thought maybe your kids might. You watch The Hangover. Why wouldn't you watch Shrek?
I was just in the recliner when it was on.
Oh, you just unwillingly participated.
That's right.
So you wouldn't know who originally was cast to voice Shrek, and the choices
Mike Tyson.
close to it. Bill Murray, because you watched the Hangover one. Mike
What did you say?
The person who was originally cast to voice the Shrek was it Bill Murray, Chris Farley, David Spade, or Chris Rock? And originally, yeah.
So
You know, it was
Mike
Mike
Myers.
Myers is one who ended up doing it.
Mike Myers did it.
But of course, Chris Rock was Donkey, so you know it wasn't him. Did you hear that, Shrek? She called me a steed.
I must have watched it several times. You can quote lines.
Yes, I've seen it.
Well, I've seen it too with the kids because they wanted to watch it. So.
Yeah. But it was, probably because it ain't really in the movie, and it's just kind of.
Who was the choices?
It was Bill Murray, Chris Farley, David Spade, or Chris Rock.
I'm gonna guess. It's your question. What do you want?
I'm going to guess David Spade because Chris Farley was not probably alive, was he?
He was alive, but he passed away soon. You know, after they started. I think he was even doing lines in it, and then he ended up passing away, and they had to get somebody else to finish the movie.
So he was the original.
He was the original.
So my answer was
Chris
wrong.
Your
Farley.
answer was wrong.
How about
But I
that?
appreciate you participating.
Yeah,
sir.
no
How
problem.
about, it was a good guess.
Yeah, I didn't think he was alive. I loved him. He was a great.
He was
comedian.
funny. He was so funny.
I did watch that.
So funny.
I also watched the one where he was a parts salesman or something. His daddy.
Tommy
yeah.
Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
I watched that movie. Some kind of good movies like that I watch.
Well, you know, hey, I don't blame you. Those are good movies. You're more into the Adam Sandler kind of stuff.
You know what? That scene where he tears the door off at the gas station. Oh my gosh! What'd you do? Oh my gosh! Anyway,
How about Die Hard? You know, it's a Christmas movie, right?
that's what they say. It's a big debate every year. whether
Every
or not-
year.
Every year it's a big debate whether or not.
Oh,
it's
you remember what year it come out? 86, 88, 90, or 91?
Ooh, Lord, I don't know what year.
Mm.
I'm gonna guess 88.
You're absolutely right.
88. How about that, man? I'm knocking it out of the park today.
There's a trophy, you get it.
Yeah. There's not a trophy? You mean I'm not gonna win nothing?
You may have to.
Doing all this for nothing.
That's right.
Money for nothing.
Chicks for free.
Yeah. Listen to that last night. All right.
You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know nothing about
I
Texas.
might know more than you think.
Well,
I think he
watched the
does.
trailer.
I think he does know more than we think.
you're probably gonna know this one because it's a pretty famous. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh Lord.
Definitely didn't watch that.
No, I had never seen
But
that.
you may still know it. What is the name of the chainsaw wielding maniac in this movie? In the Texas
I'm gonna
Chainsaw.
say Eddie the Chainsaw Guy.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
I
excuse me.
got
Multiple
choices.
choice.
I got multiple choices.
Oh, okay.
Leather head, leather face, hide face, or leather cap.
It wouldn't be Leatherface because that was used on something else. Or would it be? Yes, I think it is.
That's it, Leatherface.
Yeah, let's go with Leatherface. I thought it was used on something else.
It was used in a movie, I'm sure.
That's good.
It would be Leatherface.
It won't be that
How am I
for
doing
sure.
now? Where's my score?
Oh.
I think you're -2.
Oh my goodness.
Give me another one, big guy.
All right. Mission Impossible. You know anything about them?
A little bit.
All right. Not the show, but the movie.
The movie.
When was the Mission Impossible movie released? You got 93, 96, 97, or 99?
99.
96 was it.
I was starting to say 96.
Well, he was right there at it. Finally stumped you on one there.
It was guessing. I had to guess. 96.
All right. Famous line. I know you've heard it. You can't handle the truth.
Yep.
What movie was it in? Training Day, Saving Private Ryan, A Few Good Men, or Armageddon?
A Few Good Men.
There you go. Look at you.
Watch that movie.
You did watch that movie?
Yeah, because my wife liked Tom Cruise.
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Is that why you do your hair like Tom Cruise?
Tom does his hair like me.
Oh, excuse me. I'm
Tom
sorry.
Cruise and I-
I'm sorry.
Tom Cruise and I are the same age.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what he did.
It was a Scientology.
I don't know. It must have been. Difference between Baptists and Scientologists.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Jeff. Did you watch Zombieland?
I hope not.
No, I have never seen Zombieland.
Oh, well,
I have.
there is a comedian who makes a Zombieland cameo. And it was Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, or Bill Murray. And he does portray himself in the movie. He pretends he's-
Bill Murray.
You were absolutely right. So you did know that.
It sounds like something he would do.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen the movie.
it's hilarious because he's acting like he's a zombie,
Yeah.
and of course they end up they're breaking into his house and they don't realize it's his house, and then he comes out and he's
Perfect for him.
yeah, and so he's like wait, he said I'm not really a zombie, so I pretend to be a zombie so I can go outside and get stuff done.
One of my favorite movies he did was Groundhog Day.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That's a good movie.
I'm more of a Caddyshack.
You like? I like Caddyshack.
I like him in Caddyshack.
He's funny there, but anyway. And him and Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, was good.
All right, you're an Adam Sandler fan, right?
Yep.
Maybe you'll know this one.
Yep.
Which movie does not star Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore? The Wedding Singer, Fever Pitch, Blended, or 50 First Dates?
I know the answer to that.
Give me those answers again.
The Wedding Singer, Fever Pitch, Blended, and 50 First Dates.
Blended.
No. Fever Pitch. Drew Barrymore was in all of them, and in Fever Pitch she was with Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. You're a big Fever Pitch fan, huh?
No, I've never seen it.
No.
Never heard of it.
All right, Jeff, what about Medea? You big on Medea?
I've seen some Medea movies.
Oh, then
You could have asked me them movies.
Well, you want me to save it for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Tyler Perry's first movie as Medea. A, Medea's Family Reunion. B, Meet the Browns. C, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Or D, Medea Goes to Jail.
I think it's Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
You're absolutely
I
correct.
think that was the first.
You are
I
big.
think that,
You are a big Medea.
I think
fan.
that was the first one.
Did you know that one?
No, I did not.
Oh.
I think that was the first one. When she starts telling Bible stories and mixing them all up, it's funny.
I like that Cadillac she drives.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You Star Wars fan?
No, Lord,
Oh,
no.
no, well, all right. Wait a minute. How about, but here's one your wife made you watch, The Notebook.
I think I did watch The Notebook.
All right. Do you remember where The Notebook is filmed at? Savannah, Georgia, Wilmington, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, or Charleston, South Carolina?
Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. Charleston, South Carolina. You were close though.
They all right down the road.
Yeah, I know.
It's in the same country.
The scenery was the same.
You get the point for association because it looks the same.
Moss was hanging off the trees.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right.
yeah,
Oh, how about Toy Story?
yeah. I've seen that.
Oh, I knew you.
I've actually seen that. I actually went to the movies to see
Yeah.
that.
Did you really?
Yeah, kids were that age.
Well,
Yeah.
you want this question then?
Absolutely.
Give it to him.
All right, what is the name of Jesse's horse in Toy Story 2? Long Shot, Gallop, Bullseye, or Dart?
Gallop.
You must have fell asleep in the movie.
I don't know if I know that.
Really? Bullseye.
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 What was Gallop? There's the Gallop was in there.
Gallop was not a horse, though.
No, but it was that word was in the movie.
The gallop of the horse?
Maybe that's right. I don't know. Help me, Jesus.
You just take the wheel. Oh, how long do we need to go?
We got to roll
Let's
for
see
a
if we got,
winner.
yeah, we got 3 minutes. All right, let's see who all we have here for our contestants here.
Yes.
Chance to win. We have Gloria Keener, Gene Smith,
Yeah.
Michael Garvin, John Griffin, Pam Smith, Diane Taylor, Vicki Garner, Willard Chapman, Butch Brawley, Deborah Green, Dennis Tipper, and Wanda Chapman.
Who do you want to roll the dice?
Either one of you.
You want to roll the dice?
I've never
You
rolled.
roll
I
them.
don't
You
think
never
I
got to roll?
He ain't got to roll.
He
So
don't
roll
never
the
win,
dice.
does he?
Yeah, I don't never win. Number one.
Number 1 is Gloria Keener.
How about that?
All right, Gloria.
Fix her a ticket right there.
All right, we'll have it. Your $25 gift card from Quik Mart that spends like cash inside the
Very
Quik
true.
Mart. And John would say get chocolate gravy and biscuit. Keith would say get premium gas.
I'm headed there right now.
You gonna get chocolate gravy and biscuit?
No, I can't.
You can't?
No.
Oh, well, all right. What are you gonna get then?
I mix and match.
Mix and match.
But anyway, Gloria, I'll have your gift card at the front of the station. Just come by and pick it up.
All right, folks, you have been listening to the Quik Mart Hour, and of course, it's all ending. It goes by so fast. Next week, I guess Keith will be back, and we'll do it all over again. Go by and visit the convenience that you have at the Quik Mart stores. And again, congratulations to Gloria Keener,
Gloria Keener.
who is our winner today, the $25 gift card from Quik Mart convenience stores. John, thanks for being here, buddy.
Thanks for having
As
me.
always, you found any good guitars lately?
I'm going Sunday to look.
Are you?
Ooh.
All right.
It's gonna get serious.
Going to get serious.
53 Gibson.
Lord, no. Can't afford that. Gibson is the correct brand, though.
Okay, that's fine.
No telling what he'll find. He's found some good ones.
Notice he's getting kind of vague about it. He don't. He won't tell you where he's going or what it is.
Don't put me on your radar.
Well, that's going to wrap us up, guys. Have a good one.
Y'all have a great.
See you next time.
I'm Dave Anthony Fox.
You know, dude, both on guitar right now.
Considering birthright citizenship, which is in the Constitution, President Trump issued an order not allowing it for kids born here to parents in the U.S. illegally. On Truth Social,